said the dream scenario is I get taxed. That's her dream scenario because, again, rather than donating through philanthropy, she believes which replicates power dynamics that have created systemic inequalities in the first place.
I think she's a bitch. Yeah, she sounds like a...
So, you actually sent over this in our text thread the other day.
Yeah.
There was this woman who is set to inherit millions of dollars and wants to give away 90% of her wealth.
Oh, it's 90? I thought it was everything.
It was billions, right?
It's for her. What she's gonna receive is millions because of she's part of. It's her grandmother, who actually just passed away over a month ago, and she learned. Oh no, that was actually in 2020. Wow, interesting. As early in 2020, she learned from an accountant that she would inherit millions of euros following the death of her grandmother, who passed away the month prior. Her last name, Engelhorn, that family has amassed a multi-billion-dollar fortune, which began with Friedrich Engelhorn, who founded BASF, one of the world's largest chemical companies, about 150 years ago in Germany.
Wow. The headline that I saw that was so funny is, it was like, heiress is annoyed that she's so annoyed she's gonna inherit this money and she wants it taxed away.
Taxed away is
just so fucking dumb.
A funny way to say it, but the spin that I'm getting from this article is a lot more philanthropic in a different way, right? There's a kind of like a disdain for nonprofits. She obviously wants to donate her wealth, but there's kind of this.
Oh, because it'll just go.
Yeah, like it's the same. I guess the way she describes it is there's the same systemic issues in like modern society and stuff like that. Those systemic things are present in like nonprofit organizations and charities, whereas if she gets taxed on this money and the wealth are just taxed more, that kind of initiative, then that money will at least go into the system that benefits like the larger group.
Or it gets sucked away too.
Yeah. She doesn't think that the same issues are in the government.
Yeah, it gets sucked away both ways, dude.
But maybe it's different in Germany. Maybe like it's not like here. Like
they trust their government.
Maybe they're really efficient.
Maybe because I mean, when you go to Europe, there. A lot of places in Europe don't look all fucked up like here. Like it's like LA, right? It's one of the most prosperous cities in the world, but it looks post-apocalyptic, fucked up,
for sure,
right?
Yeah.
But then like I'm pretty sure Europeans come to LA and they're just like, what the fuck is this place,
time, dude,
right?
Yeah.
And then they're like walking down the street and they get like robbed and shit. Like it's like, man, it's so different from when I walked around, you know, like London or Amsterdam or whatever, aside from all the beautiful ladies that are in glasses. I was like, what's going on? Like, why is the street so clean and so different? Like, I was like, is this, yeah, I'm like, why is there no trash and people sleeping all over the floor? Like, what kind of city is this?
It's not a real city.
That's true. When you think of LA as like generating that much money, and then you look at it and you're like, that place is the one generating that much capital?
Yeah, in New York and all that.
He came to LA and he posted a really cool documentary story.
I was like, look how many public bathrooms there are. Every corner.
Yeah. LA generates more money than a lot of European cities, but for some reason we can't be efficient and clean. And like our bus system sucks, like it's always an hour late.
Our entire public transport system sucks.
Yeah, and it's not safe, dude. Like
everything just sucks.
I used to ride that shit as a kid, and then there'll always be like a homeless man fucking pooping on themselves in the bus. You know, a fight breaking out and shit. Like
one of my buddies is a bus driver for LA, and he says after about noon, the only people that ride my bus are all homeless people that talk to themselves. That's it.
Damn, that's scary as fuck.
Yeah, and that's what he says. He's like, I'm fucking really scared. And he says they have like a shortage of bus drivers because
everybody's scared.
Yeah, nobody wants to ride the bus. Nobody wants to drive the bus.
I like the idea of the bus being filled with homeless people, but they're really just talking to each other. And he's like, look at all these guys talking to themselves. What the fuck crazy asses. That happened to my buddy. He's a Skid Row dentist, which is hilarious by itself.
Oh, that sounds scary as fuck.
Yeah, so like
sounds like a good guy.
He put a photo in our group chat of some like homeless guy smeared his shit all over the front doors. And then
of the clinic?
Of the clinic, yeah, of the actual like dentist office. Yeah. And then he was like, it's kind of sad because all we do is free dentistry for homeless people. He's like, how could someone be unhappy with something we did?
They're not in the same world, man. Yeah.
Don't tell him not to take it personally.
Yeah,
He's doing good work.
No, he doesn't. He's just like, it sucks because half the time you're getting your hand bit when you're working on him.
Because they're like,
Yeah. He's like, it's the worst thing.
Is that a joke?
No, it's not a joke. That's really.
I love this rich inheritance story turning into a satire on LA.
Just dunking on LA.
I was thinking about this the other day too, because
Here we go.
I saw it's not homeless related, but I saw this video. Remember Adam Ruins Everything?
Yeah.
So he has
Adam
a
Conover?
Yeah, he has a YouTube channel now, and then he was talking about the Patagonia billionaire giving away his stuff, and he was kind of like saying how, yeah, he's not really giving it away because he created this other charity that he's still controlling Patagonia. He's giving it to this thing, and in the way he's maneuvering it, he still benefits, right? And he goes, he should pay his fair share in taxes. And I was thinking about that word, fair share in taxes, and how billionaires should give taxes to the government and this. And then just me being a small business owner and then also seeing corruption in the city, I was like, I can understand why entrepreneurs and millionaires and billionaires don't want to give their money to the government anymore. Yeah. Because once you see that the people that take your money in taxes mismanage it severely, then you're like, I'd rather create my own, organization and give that way and hire the right people that I trust. And I was like, no matter what, like there's corruption and shady people in private and public. There's no like honorable group. So then I'm like, which one is the right one? Like, because everyone does have this disdain for like government, billionaires, all this stuff, right? But it's like, maybe we should not look at it in a way where you blanket it as all government is corrupt or all billionaires are fucked up, or like you probably want to look at it individually for every single organization and say, does this group do it the right way or the wrong way? Yeah. I don't know.
It sucks to not have a choice when you look at like the homelessness coalition and how much they've been mismanaging it for fucking decades. Dude. And it's like, oh, well, there's no alternative. Like there's no, oh, you want to donate to this coalition or that one or this one? It's like, it goes to the government, it goes to them, and they constantly balloon the budget. So it's like, what do you do?
Have you heard of the, I forgot the term. It's more like a lot of government agencies, from schools to like military or whatever, right? If you don't spend the budget, then you don't get the same amount next year. And it's almost like how production companies work.
Right.
So then there's a lot of waste that goes on in that kind of way of funding, whether it's in film or whether it's in a school. Because like, let's say you have a high school and you have to spend the budget and you actually did well and you have excess because, you balanced your books well. Now you just have to spend the rest of it, or else next year they go, oh, you don't really need that much money, so we're gonna deplete that. No. So what they'll do is they'll just throw away all the tables and chairs and just get new ones, even though if it's brand new. And then they're like, it's just super wasteful.
I got a buddy who works at a college, and he's like a maintenance guy, and he says every year he'll hit me up and take photos of the trash area. Because they'll throw away computers, they'll throw away lights, like whole theater lights.
Be on that text
like giant shit. And he's like, yeah, that's exactly the thing. They get budget for new shit, and they will always say, oh, we need this, we need this, we need this, and then it just goes to that. And this room, like giant room where all the trash goes, valuable shit like every year.
Where's that room?
Yeah, where's that room at?
Who's that called? Who's that buddy? Huh?
Yeah, who's it?
Hey, it's in It's in Pasadena too, by the way.
Let's go, baby!
They need to donate that shit to Goodwill, dude.
I need a new bunk bed, dude.
I'll get a U-Haul, bro. I'll get a bunk bed.
You know how it gets to a point where it's too expensive to throw certain things away in a beneficial style?
Yeah.
Like giving it to Goodwill, you got to pay somebody to fucking manage that transaction.
Yeah.
So if you all just shove it in a room, it's over.
That's true.
And then these individual maintenance guys just call their homies and go, hey, you want some fucking lights? You want some this? And then
I want some lights.
Yeah.
Sign us up.
That's crazy how it works, though.
It's good.
Don't you love our system? It makes so much sense.
Yeah, well, in this situation, right, she wants everything to be taxed away.
She literally said the dream scenario is I get taxed. That's her dream scenario because, again, rather than donating through philanthropy, she believes which replicates power dynamics that have created systemic inequalities in the first place.
I think she's a bitch.
Yeah, she sounds like a
tax me now.
He's trying.
Because you know, like people.
Sounds like a bit.
Because you know,
Sounds annoying.
Because you know, people
Tax me now.
People relate to people's individual stories, right? Like when you hear of someone that like, that's why we like to watch all these Scorsese movies. Like let's say the guy that robbed the bank that got away. Like you put yourself in their
Anti-heroes?
shoes, right? Yeah. Exactly, right? So now you have someone that came across all this money and everyone in the world's rooting for her. What are you gonna do with it? And she goes, I wish I didn't have it. And I'm like, you fucking bitch. Go do something awesome with it. And then inspire us all. Rather than, oh, my life is too, I already had 20 million, and this 1 million just made my 20 million even more inconvenient. I'm like,
It definitely sucks to see because somewhere out there's individuals that have all the answers to do a really good thing, and all they needed is the money.
yeah.
That's the missing part of their plan.
For real.
Yeah.
For real.
Don't be lazy, you fucking bitch.
Co-founded a group called Tax Me Now.
Oh my god. That's her genius idea?
Yeah,
I'm gonna inspire people with Tax Me Now.
Yeah. We shouldn't have all this money. Just give it to the government.
Yeah.
So they could spend it on railways that are never finished. Let's just keep giving it away.
Like Ballers Anonymous. Yeah, I have a problem. I have $20 million. I don't know what to do with
He
it.
has like an opposite check into cash business. He's like, I hate this money and I don't want it now.
Give it to the government.
Give it to the government so they could just buy more missiles and blow people up. Come on.
She has a nonprofit. Do you have a problem with too much money? Come to me.
We'll tax it away for you. So what does her company do?
It sets fire to the bills.
It's a group that is a movement to get other millionaires to be taxed more.
They just,
Oh my God.
But she's an heiress, right?
She's urging governments to take more of their money.
But yeah. So
that sucks.
I think
That
there's a
sucks,
difference
yeah.
between an
Let's
heiress.
look at that. That sucks.
She didn't build the company.
There's a difference between heiress and entrepreneurs.
100%.
And also, I was watching this documentary about wealthy people in Germany specifically.
This is the Gemins.
They what do you call it? Like wealthy, like legacy money, not entrepreneurs, right?
Old money, yeah.
A lot of them are low key and they don't like the attention. And out there, the culture isn't like the U.S. where we're just like, entrepreneurs are rock stars and you can be shamelessly wealthy here. But out there, a lot of the wealthy people, there's a lot of Nazi stains because they made a fuck ton of money. Though some of the same families during that era, they still rich. So they're trying to hide that Nazi stain.
Maybe.
Yeah.
I mean, this is in Germany, and this is from her grandfather's chemical factory from 150 years ago. Like,
Right.
What kind of chemicals
Yeah.
is
Who
that?
knows, bro? Chemicals.
you know, which was huge in World War One.
I'm not touching.
You know what's really funny though? Somewhere in this whole thing, she's at a board meeting and there's some Billy Madison guy going, "No, don't give away!" Like the guy in the suit, like
He's a 13-year-old.
Yeah, he's like,
Just give your own money. Why you gotta fucking volunteer my money?
dude, imagine that board meeting where then she's got like 12 guys in suits and she's like, "I've decided what I want to do with it."
I think this just sounds really out of touch from her point, huh? What do you think?
I think it's actually in touch in her place.
That's true.
Because like if
When you didn't earn the money, you don't have the same relationship with it.
That's what I mean, but it's like, just fucking
Do something dope with
just
it.
do something else.
instead of just giving it to the government,
Give it to JK.
Maybe they just believe in their government.
Give it to fucking BMW. They can make an M9, M11, M13.
Yeah.
More M's. There's more M's on the world.
Yeah. Give it to BMW.
That's why I think
Give it to BMW.
maybe out there their government's a little more trustworthy.
Bring back the
Maybe.
chocolate taco or some shit.
Oh, Choco Taco.
All the discontinued foods. That if I was rich, that's what I'd do. Every discontinued food.
Bring it back.
Start a new business, dude. Come on. Just do anything else.
If you want to be likable, that's what you do. You bring back all the childhood, like fast food, candies, all the stuff that went discontinued.
What a brown noser, huh? Yeah. What a fucking little brown noser.